Welcome to Ethan Hahn Plus, the podcast where dreams take center stage. On this show, we're all about spotlighting the incredible talents and passions of everyday people. Whether you're an aspiring artist, a person of faith, or simply someone with a story to tell, this podcast is your platform. So sit back, relax, and get ready to meet some extraordinary individuals. Because here at Ethan Hahn Plus, everyone has a chance to shine. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ethan Hahn Plus, the podcast where you come for fun, love, education, all good things that you just want to fill your brain with on your local commute, your local, I'm laying down in my bed today, habit. You know, if you listen to this while you cook the food, listen to this while you walk the dog, listen to this podcast while you rob a bank. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to just bring you the best content any time of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're always here to make the guests shine. Passion projects. If you have a passion project, if you just have a thing you want to talk about that you're very passionate about, you have something you want to promote, that's what this show is here for. And today, we are going to dive deep into the mind of this creative person that I met about a year ago. I don't know, maybe a little more than a year ago. We've known each other for, a year and some change now. Everyone, clear my throat. Everyone, please welcome Frankie Valenti.
Hello, I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have you, brother. Frankie Valenti, you're Italian?
Yes, I'm very Italian.
Oh, is this like 100%? Like what?
75. I'm so Italian that my grandfather came from a boat to America.
Oh, so okay,
so that's
nice.
That explains all the hair.
Love that. Yeah. So it runs in the family, going in a boat, going down green pipes, and eating mushrooms and stuff like that. Yeah, being a plumber, all that stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, that is actually my day job.
Yeah, a plumber? Is that really it? Or, no. Oh no, I was because we're gonna get a lot. Like I know Frankie, but we don't really know Frankie, so that's great. I would have believed you if you went with that. But yeah, welcome to the show. Give the audience a little background on a Frankie a little bit here.
So.
Oh, we love that. We'll keep going. It's okay.
So I went to college for communications. I graduated last year. I love acting. I love music. I'm a drummer. I'm in a band.
Yeah, okay.
I like anime, games, horror.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I love it. That's one of my favorite bios. I don't know. Like we hit all the points. We hit all the points for Frankie. And yeah, so we met at Play That Goes Wrong at shout out Milford 2nd Street Players, a great theater. You do a lot of stuff there. You've been busy there.
Yeah. I'm in the main stage show there currently. You Can't Take It With You. And we open at the end of April, and it's been a lot of fun because like my character is one in the family, so it's like having a second family on stage, which is very cool.
100%. And that theater does, I mean, the perfect definition for community theater, I feel like, is that theater. Like it's a nice like group. You're welcoming to anyone who wants to show up. Like they're really cool there. It's like, and I love the town Milford. I remember like before I was dating Jazzy, I was never down south like ever. And I remember like Milford, like there's just farm and corn there. But going there, like it's actually a really nice town full of really good people. And I'm like, oh wait, like no, like Milford's a cool place. It's cool there, yeah. But yeah, we met on Play That Goes Wrong, and you were stage crew in that, which was super exciting. We we just would kind of crack jokes behind the scenes and stuff.
But it was not your typical stage crew.
Yeah, because you guys were involved, which was fun. That was a cool process because you guys were actually part of the show, keeping stuff up and all the things, and you guys did a really good job. Like that was a fun stage crew.
Even though I did miss my cues a couple times, but
we all would miss.
That's fine.
Yeah, we all miss cues. I remember Jazzy could not open a door that was either push or pull, and people were like, "Oh, that was supposed to." No, that she was actually messing up at that point. Yeah.
One of my fun memories in that show, I think, was closing day. You and Jazzy were on the steps, and you were doing the hands.
Oh yeah.
And you gave that speech, and I still have that on my phone.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, I want to check that out. You have to show me that footage.
Oh, definitely.
I forgot that you recorded that.
And the hands are still there.
Yeah, good. No, I
They're
love
still
that.
there.
Because I was like, I feel like every Hollywood star does this on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like they put their hands or shoes or whatever. So that's a fun time. And yeah, because people, I love that. People get to mark the stairs or the walls for who's done stuff there. I'm sure. Have you written your name several times there?
Oh, several times. I'm
So,
on
yeah.
many posters over there.
Yeah.
Many wooden. I'm everywhere there.
Yeah, and like we were talking before the show, you've been even doing back shows. Like I kind of want to list off real quick everything you've been doing back to back. Like
So I was in the Long Red Herring,
yeah,
and I'm in. You Can't Take It With You, and then I will also be in Jungle Book, which opens 2 weeks after that one closes, and I play Baloo in that one, and that one has been a lot of fun because
Yeah.
Baloo is one of my favorite characters.
100%. Yeah, Baloo's like one of the best ones in there. So you sing Bare Necessities?
No, it's not a musical.
Oh, it's a play. It's like a play. It's a play.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a play.
What does that entail? What is it? How does one get into the role of a bear?
It is a lot of eating nuts and berries. That's my diet now.
Yeah. What is the what's the costume for it? Like what do they got?
So it's basically like a tracksuit,
Okay.
and then kind of like a bear head, but like the face being opened.
Okay.
And then I have a little like cotton tail.
Love that. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
like a bear, like barefoot, like slippers. I showed them a couple options. One of them looked very scary, and they're like, "No, not that one." I'll show you it after the podcast.
Yeah. No.
It,
Please. Yeah.
it looked terrifying.
Yeah. And you're no stranger to that stuff because you also did The Big Bad Wolf. That was a starring role too. You were a star in that. Was that a musical or a play?
That was a musical.
That was a musical.
It was my first lead role ever, and I think ever since that role, I've started to get bigger roles.
That's awesome.
At least
yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. They're like, Frankie's got it. Yeah. He has the it factor. Yeah.
In that show, I had 2 songs. I had to rap, and I had to sing like an Elvis style song
You rapped?
as a wolf. And my friend,
Incredible.
who was in the audience one show, I didn't even know I did this, and she saw me in the Long Red Herring, and she brought this up. She was like, "Yeah, when you were rapping as a wolf, you looked at me dead in the eye," and I was like, "I did."
Oh, you're like zoned in on them. Yeah. That's funny. Wow. And that's your first time, I guess, rapping in front of a bunch of people?
It was something. I guess.
Was it fast? Did you have to be like fast about it?
Not really fast. It was more of a slow rap.
Okay.
But in a way, it kind of prepared me if I ever wanted to do Hamilton.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, there you go. A nice little training for Hamilton.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
Nice, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of like your background there in Milford and 2nd Street. When it comes to future plans, I mean, what do you got coming up? We were talking before, and you might take a little break because you've been doing a lot of back-to-back stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think I'm taking a break for at least a couple months just so I can focus on this project. My next big audition is at Something Rotten at Possum Point Players.
Right, yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Possum Point. I mean, I've yet to do work there, but I hear great things. I think it's going to be, that's going to be a great show to put on, yeah.
I really hope I get casted in it. I think me and my friend Colton are both, I'm going to try out for it.
Yeah, shout out to Colton, too.
Yes,
Shout out to
definitely.
Colton. First time I saw him was in Peter and Starcatcher. He did great there. He's great. He's a great performer.
Oh yeah, hands down.
And so we'll kind of segue into it there because here's the hot tamale of today's episode. Speaking of future plans, stuff like that, you have a project going on right now, and this is what we're going to talk about because I have a lot of questions. The Little Drummer That Would. You're making a feature film. It's going to be a feature film.
My first full-length feature film.
How long? Okay, we'll start from like the nitty gritty here from the jump. How long has this been in your head now? What sparked the idea for the Little Drummer Wood, and what's it about? Yeah.
So I have a fun story about this. It started back, probably 2 years ago, and we had to do a 2-minute pantomime for a project for school. And I think it was me and 3 other girls, and we all wanted to do horror. So we were like, okay. Actually, I think it was mainly me that wanted to do horror, and they just said okay to it. And I'm a drummer, so naturally I thought of, what if you would, the drummer was the villain, and he would kill people with drumsticks.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's a great idea right there. We spent 2 hours shooting it in my shed at night, at 9 o'clock at night.
Love it. I love it. Yeah.
And
And it's you and how many people? How many other people were doing this?
Well, it was me. 2 people were in it.
Right.
1 person was editing.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Um,
And again, the premise is just a guy with drumsticks, a drummer that's a murderer, and he kills with drumsticks. Okay.
And that's his weapon of choice.
Yeah.
Come presentation day, my professor showed it to like some directors. I don't know how big they were or what, but they were people that he knew.
Yeah.
And I would remember this to this day. When it got to my film, the director said it was the worst horror film I've ever seen in my life.
What?
And the only thing he liked about it was the title card that my friend drew for it.
No, they didn't. Are you kidding me? What grade was this again? Well, like, what was
College.
It? Oh, it was college.
It was college, yeah.
You said it was the worst horror film they ever seen?
Mm-hmm.
Man, get out of here.
I do agree. It was pretty bad. But hey, we got a C on it. So I mean, passing.
You got a C on it, and you did good. Did they say it to your face, or did they just tell it to the professor? Like, oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, they told it. Well, so he had him write down like when he thought of all the short films in the class. We were in pairs.
Yeah.
And he sent it to him like email or something, and so he read it after we watched it and all that.
How long was this project like when you filmed this one? How long was it?
Probably like 2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes? Okay.
It was very short.
Is it on YouTube?
No, it's long gone.
It's long gone. It's burnt.
Everybody has always asked for them to see it, and who knows? Maybe I might show it eventually.
Eventually, you'll be like George Lucas, like showing old footage of Star Wars. Be like, here's where it all started. Yeah.
My first film ever. That was technically my first film ever.
Yeah. Was it like classic shot on an iPhone type thing? I love that. Yeah. A lot of I did a whole 20-minute like war film on iPhones, and that was a good time too. But it's funny to look back on little projects like that and being like, I mean, you're always proud of things, but then you're like, man, no, wait, this is hot garbage. This is hot garbage going on here. But it's nice to look back on to kind of reflect and see where the future holds. But so, yeah, did that kind of inspire you to be like, I want to make this good? Like,
oh, yeah. So it wasn't until recently, probably around Halloween time is when I had the idea for it. And at the time was when I discovered Terrifier. And I love the Terrifier films. So I figured, why not make something like Terrifier, like gory, but on a budget.
Yeah.
So I sat in my room and wrote. I thought about what he said, and I was like, you know what? What if I fleshed this out, made some more characters, made a plot, and 60 pages later, here we are. You
wrote this on your own, or did you have help, or just you?
On my own.
I love that. Yeah.
I wish I had someone to proof check it, because there's oh boy.
Sure.
Oh boy, there's a lot.
Has anyone proof checked it yet, or you? That's fine. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because it's coming from your mind. Sometimes it's. I mean, of course, it's always a risk, sure, but I think there's something really charming and special about it. When it's like, this was coming from my mind. Now, don't get me wrong, like, because that was how a lot of my projects first were. I'm blessed with Kay, who is our producer over here. And Kay is proofreads my stuff now, or not even just proofreads, but literally writes out scenes for me now. And Kay is, very talented. But, but there is something charming, I think, when it just comes from, the person who created it. Because it's like, oh, this is my baby, this is my passion project. So you make it 60 pages, and then I want to know the origins. Like, you start reaching out to people. How does that go about?
So it's actually pretty cool. I made one post on Facebook. I'm pretty sure you saw it or liked it. Or something.
I might have.
It was like, hey, I'm making a horror movie. I need actors and crew.
Yeah.
And within not even an hour, 20 plus people responded to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's insane.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
And I picked my cast through that. All the cast is people I've worked with in the past or that I knew in the past. Mm-hmm. And same thing with my crew. Most of my crew is people I worked with in the past or all that. So it's fun working, directing them this time instead of acting with them on stage.
I was going to ask, so you're not in this at all. You're just behind the scenes the entire time.
I'm behind the scenes. I thought about making a cameo, a Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah, like a Stan Lee cameo. Yeah. But Tarantino, right? Sipping some coffee or something, right? Yeah.
I still might do that. Who knows? We're still early on.
I think that'd be fun.
I think that'd be a cool moment. Do a little Spider-Man out the window.
Exactly. Put your little director cameo in there. No, that's so cool. Because yeah, I know. At least from my point of view, when I saw it, I'm really big on because I mean I fully understand. You know, like announcing a project, it's a big deal. It's like, and you don't know how people are going to take it, and it's scary. You know, it's like you're putting something out there, you don't know how it's going to do, but to see the full support, like with SWAT Godfather, I like it's like 40 plus cast members because people, it was a matter of me just asking people or people want to be a part of it, and it just kept growing and growing, and that's where I met Kay, because Kay plays a role in there as Romeo, and after that we talked and then got on board as a writer because I mean my writing is good, not great, like I mean, and to have him and Jazzy hop on to kind of refine it, which was great too, but it's cool to see that, you know, I mean because you're usually around just theater community. So I'm sure everyone seeing that was like, yeah, because it's also not normal in Delaware for you know movies to be made, little short films or someone to pursue that at least. So it's cool to see that people want to be a part of it. So were you just getting like DMs and chats about it?
I was getting DMs when I was writing the rules. I had people in mind for the rules and hoping they would say yes.
Yeah.
Because if not, I had to change the whole rule because a lot of these roles I wrote specifically for them.
Yeah, I feel that too. Yeah, because you have that vision of like, oh, it's gonna be like example, like I'll be like, oh, I'm definitely envisioning my buddy Franz to be this specific SWAT character for this scene, and if it's not him, then I mean, it's always flexible, but it's like it does throw the vision off a little bit if I don't get X person for this. But I love that your mind was there for that, and who was like, I mean, I there's a teaser trailer out. People should check it out. We can link it down in the description below. I know Colton is in the teaser trailer. Who is the other gentleman?
So his name is Bill Walton.
Okay.
He is known as Mr. Moribund
Yes, and you're wearing the shirt, Mr. Moribund.
I am promoting.
I love it.
Mr. Moribund.
Theater of Terror.
He plays a narrator, and it's not your typical narrator. Without spoiling much, I'll just say he gets involved more than you would think.
Okay. And I guess the teaser is a little tease of that, of how he is. Would you say there's comedic aspects to it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's like a horror comedy.
So take my movie as if Scary Movie was actually scary.
Okay. Oh, I love that.
That's my movie.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Okay. And so who were like, let me see here. Who have you casted so far? Can you name names? Like, I mean, Colton's in it. Who else is like a big part of it? Milford wise. Because from the photos I see Gabe Levi and Meg. Meg's in it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Megan, she plays Heather. Gabe plays Luke.
That's cool.
Levi is Cop 1. He's he might have a bigger role in the sequel, which I do have a lot for.
A sequel. Okay. Love that.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Karen Marshall and Jeff did appearance in the movie. Ireland, she's in it.
Oh, nice.
She plays Holly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Lauren David. She's in it. She plays Molly.
No. Okay.
So Brody Sapp, he plays Zach. Brant, I don't know if you know Brant.
Maybe by face, yeah.
He plays,
but that's cool. Yeah. So it's been kind of just people you've worked with. So you put out a casting call recently, speaking of cast. Did it get filled by someone you don't know? Curious? Or how did that go about, the casting call?
So, that was the second casting call I had to put out.
Yeah.
I did have a couple people reach out, but I went with Lauren David, who is directing The Jungle Book at 2nd Street.
Okay.
I just asked, hey, I need someone to fill this role. Would you be down? And she said, yeah. So, and that's kind of where it goes from there. So it's my first time directing Lauren, because she's always normally my director. So it's kind of weird.
How are you feeling being in the director's chair? Like, because it is overwhelming sometimes when you see everyone come together as a crew. And, I mean, everything is landing on you, because I know there's been stuff like for when I did SWAT, like we did a final battle scene at this park, and I had like about, I don't know, 15 people, 20 people show up. And sometimes it hits you like, oh, I have to tell these people what to do. crap, and then I need to make sure it's efficient. How has directing and like kind of the process? You've shot how many scenes so far, or how many days of filming have you done so far?
We shot 2. We've done 1. We start back up next weekend.
Okay, so from what's already happened, if I saw behind the scenes photos, which we can probably put in post. You guys were at Brecknock Park? Was that a Brecknock Park, or you guys?
Yes, we were doing a blocking rehearsal at Brecknock Park.
Oh, blocking rehearsal. Official. We never did that. Oh, yikes! Yeah.
And
that's good.
We filmed the first few scenes at Rose at her house.
Okay.
She plays the final girl in the movie. Her name's Jessica in the movie. Those were fun scenes. What I like to do is I like to get all the easy scenes out of the way, so then we can get to the kills. The kills in this movie are very complicated, and they can end up taking the entire day. But I'm glad I have Rosalind Gray. She's my assistant director. She's also in it, and she is doing the makeup. So she's like my right-hand girl in all of this.
I'm excited to see what you guys do with that, because I mean, I'm excited to see what's in your head, well, kill-wise, see what you guys gonna come up with, because that's always a fun thing, I think, process to see, and like makeup is gonna be a huge thing. So I'm sure I'm sure you guys will kill it there, and so you guys, what's the schedule like coming up? Like, you guys doing every weekend, or?
So we do blocking and read-throughs of the scenes we're shooting Saturday, Friday night. So then Saturday when we get there, we can just start filming right away.
That's good. Blocking, that's fascinating. That's something we'll probably have to try out in the future, because my style was, everyone show up this day. Did you read the script? You didn't? We'll figure it out. It was not great, not great, but it also, we got by, and it was always like a fun time. Like, half the time we would, do you expect, let me ask you this. Do you expect your actors to like come, you have all your lines memorized? Like, it's like.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. That's
because
good.
The way I vision it is there's always a week between the scenes. So if you can be off book for the scenes that we're filming that weekend, or almost off book.
Yeah.
I think that's very reasonable, and they've been doing a really great job with that.
That's cool. No, that's good to hear. So, I mean, I know we kind of talked about how it started and stuff like that, and it's is the plot. So, I mean, I guess if you, without spoiling things, can you explain the initial plot? Like, is it still focused around a drummer with drumsticks going out to kill people? Like, what can you share about what the film is about?
So, how much can I say without it being too graphic?
I just no cuss words. Everything else should be fine, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So basically, it's about this kid. His name's Jake, which is being played by Colton Moores.
Okay.
And he's a drummer, and he wants nothing more than a drum set for Christmas, and he hopes this is the year that he gets it. So, come Christmas morning, he does not end up getting the drum set. So, out of rage, he kills his parents for not buying him the drum set. And before he goes off to hiding, he gives his sister a deal. It's either find him in 24 hours, or he will find her in 24 hours.
Ooh.
And it all takes place on Christmas Day.
So how long do you expect to film it? Like, how long should it be? And what are you kind of aiming for release-wise, if you're allowed to say that?
So we have the schedule made. We should wrap up June 9th, which should be the last filming day.
Okay. Wow.
And this is where I have the Ethan Hahn Plus first.
Okay, here we go with the scoop. This is the scoop, everybody. We'll clip this out.
So the official trailer of the movie will be shown first at Mr. Morbun's Summer Screamer, July 26th and 27th.
Okay, we'll mark the calendars. July 26th and 27th.
Yes.
The first full trailer at Mr. Morbun's. It's like a horror, like, the thing he does there. It's like a horror movie, like, montage, something like that, like a festival.
Does is he shows old school horror movies.
Yeah.
And he does commercials in between, and the commercials are skits that he wrote with the characters that he created.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, that's so cool. And he'll lose a slot there for the trailer.
Yep, and before it gets released on like YouTube or any of that, that would be the only place to see it first.
That's cool. That's cool. We're definitely gonna have to make a field trip there and check it out, because that's gonna be huge. So, trailer release then at the Mr. Morbun. What's it called in Mr. Morbun's?
So Mr. Morbun's Summer Screamer.
Summer Screamer. That's gonna be cool. And are are you allowed to say yet when we expect to see the full movie out, or are you still up in the air? Like, is it?
We're still up in the air. Honestly, I don't even know when it's going to be done yet.
Rightfully so, because we were never sure when we're making our stuff either. Yeah. Who's your editor? Like, do you guys have? Is it you editing, or do you have someone? Did you like have someone doing that for you?
So it's a mixture of people. It's myself and Teresa Rodriguez. She is a very talented editor and Photoshop, and she's very talented in that area. She created the teaser trailer for the movie.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And she won a couple awards at Milton for the horror trailer challenge.
Nice.
So it's me, her, Jackson, who is filming the movie and helping with lights. He's also helping with editing. Mm-hmm. And then Rose is also helping with editing. She's Jessica in the movie. Nice.
Do you have someone scoring it, or are you just taking like random movie horror scores for it, like music-wise? Where's your vision with that?
That is a very fun question.
It's tricky. Yeah.
All the music in the movie is being done by Delaware bands and producers and artists.
That's sick. That's really cool.
My friend Elise, she is in my band with me. She wrote a original song just for the movie.
Wow, that's awesome. She's working on it now, or is it already done?
It's done.
Okay.
I haven't heard it yet.
Okay.
Okay. But if I know her, I know it's going to be amazing.
That's awesome.
And the rest of the music is being done by Mr. Hartgrave. Okay. He's one of Jeff Bellin's friends.
Wow.
And his band is allowing me to use a lot of his stuff.
Wow. Okay.
And then my friend Michael Scott, he goes by Mikey Media.
Okay.
He is helping a lot with producing the music and all that stuff.
Wow, that's impressive.
So
that's cool.
This project really focuses on Delaware talent on screen and off screen.
I love all of this. Yeah.
And another band, so Rivers and Roads, they're allowing me to use a couple of their songs in the movie as well. And she's my singing teacher.
Oh, wow. You just reach out to her? That's awesome. Yeah.
I just asked, hey, can I use a couple of your band songs? And she's like, sure.
I love it. He's on the grind. Like, I think that's what it is. Be bold. Start asking. Because for us, it's funny when we were using, when it came to the music stuff for us, we just had like one of those websites where it's like, oh, we provide some really, free music for this. And you just buy a subscription. It's great. We use that. And it was a challenge for us because for SWAT, we wanted to put it into Everett and we made money out of it. We were like, originally I actually had scenes that were fitting for like a Shake Your Groove thing or, like copyright music because I wasn't making money from it originally. But then we were like, oh, we have to like rescore most of the stuff with free music, free royalty music, whatever it is, because we're going to be making money on Everett and you don't want to get in trouble and stuff like that. So that is fascinating that you're getting Delaware creators involved. So it's a lot of just Delaware bands with it, but it like, and one of them is someone is working on the score of it though, because it's all Delaware bands. I'm guessing like very lyrical music, or is it all? Some of them are creating score type music.
So it'll be a mixture of both.
Okay.
So Mr. Hartgrave, his band is very hard rock, and that's the kind of vibe I'm going for the soundtrack is hard rock. And so my friend Michael, he is helping making the other, like, just instrumental, basically.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then...
Is someone working on, I guess, a little drummer that would theme, like a theme music to it, maybe? Mm-mm. No? Okay. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah. Because, that's just cool. I love that you're kind of reaching out. There's a lot of people in the credits then.
It will be a long credit song.
Yeah.
And I do have a couple of people who want to have the song in the credits. So I think I'm going to compile that. Yeah.
No, that's going to be cool. The music. And then you got, you got a good team, I think, behind you, Frankie. That's going to be a cool time. And so again, July 26th, all that for the trailer, and 27th, people can go check it out. Is that a free event or people get pay? You got to pay for that?
It is pay.
Okay.
I not exactly remember how much it is to get in, but tickets are only available at the door.
Okay.
And outside of that, I don't have a set release, but I do have some premieres in the works, in talks. I can't announce anything yet. And then after that, I plan to take it to festivals.
Yeah, okay, so that was another question I had. So you plan to take it to festivals, I guess, Delaware, or outside of Delaware, you plan to kind of just put it in?
In Delaware, outside of Delaware,
cool.
just anywhere.
Yeah.
I know a big one I'm going to try to submit to is OC Film Fest.
I
next
wonder
year.
how, because Slaughter Beach, a film that I was in, has been in a few festivals, but have you looked into that process? You just throw an application in, and I guess they review your movie at that point? Like, you don't have to pay for the application. I'm assuming it's just you show them the movie, or...
I know some applications you got to pay for. Like, I think Sundance, you got to pay for the application.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think for OC you got to pay for.
Yeah. That's going to be cool, going to those festivals, and hopefully you can bring some of the cast if they're free, like do one of those, like you'll be like your own Hall H Comic-Con. Yeah, little that wood thing, yeah. How long is it going to be, like an hour and some change, you think?
I would say so, like roughly an hour and some change.
Roughly an hour and some change.
60-something page script with a lot of improv stuff that we come up with and a lot of all that. So probably like an hour and some change.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Well, no, that's going to be super exciting. And we can cut this out. We can't talk about this, but I know we wanted to talk about maybe in the future when you do the premiere, we'll do like an interview thing for the cast and stuff. I mean, we can talk about that now because I'm still on board with it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm done talking.
Yeah,
about it
so
now.
I mean, like, because one thing we can, one thing we kind of already talked about was, you're gonna premiere it. Actually, where's the first premiere for the movie? You plan to do it at Milford Second Street Players?
I would like to.
Okay.
I haven't talked to them yet. I'm kind of waiting till we're almost done the editing part before I approach them.
Yeah.
So I have a set date for them.
Yeah.
But that's where I'd like to, because that's where I started my community theater journey.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's only fitting if the premiere's there. Plus, it features a lot of Second Street alumni, a lot of Second Street current actors.
That's going to be fun. Yeah, it'll be a fun time, really intimate for everybody there. So, yeah, so when you do that, I mean, we'll probably bring some of the Ethan Hahn setup there and do some interviews with the cast.
Yes.
And we can talk about it more, but I think it would be cool Ethan Hahn Plus be there, and we'll do some interviews and see what we can knock out, because I think that'll be a super fun experience. Get there early, interview the cast, something like that, and kind of build up for the movie itself. It's going to be pretty cool.
My idea for that is we're going to call it the Bloody Carpet.
Oh, I love that. The Bloody Carpet.
And probably like an hour before showtime or house opens, however they decide to do it, if we do it there. Mm-hmm. And you'll just interview a bunch of cast, crew as they walk the carpet. So like you'll be the host of the Bloody Carpet. Sick.
Yeah, sick. Already on board. Yeah, love that. Love that. We got to work on our fits, maybe. Yeah, a bloody suit or something creative there. No, that'll be cool. Yeah. And an honor. Thanks for thinking of me there. And also, I guess thanks for coming on and talking about the movie. This was a great time.
Yes,
we got to break down the movie a little bit and go from there. But I'm wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Again, me and Kay here, we know the process of making a movie, and it's no easy feat. That's definitely a challenge, but it's gonna be a fun one, especially if you're doing it. Again, as long as you're doing it for fun, you're doing it with the people that you love, and it's just like you're there for a good time. Like that's what it's all about.
Also, I will warn the younger crowd.
Yeah.
It may not.
Rated R.
Teetering between PG-13 and rated R.
Okay.
So if you are young and if you decide to come to the premiere, wherever it happens, I would suggest bring a parent.
Okay, yeah.
Because some of the scenes are pretty intense.
Okay, gotcha.
Very intense.
Good to know. Well, everyone go in knowing that this is going to be a pretty gory, killing movie. I'm excited. We'll do a kill count, like on YouTube. They do kill counts. All right, everyone. Well, yeah, Frankie joined us, talked about The Little Drummer That Would. Go ahead and buckle up, because he's working on the film. The first trailer will release, again, July 26th and 27th at Mr. Moribund's Summer Screamer. We'll link. Is there a link to that or anything like that we can put down below? Not yet. Okay. Well, stay tuned for that, because it's going to be super exciting. We see the trailer there, and shout out to just Delaware filmmakers, man. We're working hard out here. Yeah. So yeah, again, if you want to listen to this podcast, you can find it on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Ethan Hunt Productions on YouTube. We're going to be having, podcasts, vlogs, and little short skits or films popping up. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Ethan Hunt Productions, and TikTok is Ethan Hunt Plus, where you can find all good clips from the podcast on there, and maybe little skits that we're going to be putting together real-wise. Frankie, before we head out, any last words you want to tell the audience?
I just want to say, get ready, because you're in for a treat.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, man. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I cannot wait. And anything you need help promotion-wise, I'll be there. Just hit me up, and we will, let's knock this baby out.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
I will take you up on that, because I want the premieres to be sold out.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks again for watching. And always remember, this has been Ethan Hahn plus
Frankie Valenti.
Now we do some fake talking, like doing talk shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're fake talking. Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What? This? Oh, come on now. Come on, what? La 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 la. And there we go.